Hello everyone. Thank you for stopping by my channel, Get Crafty with Sally. My name is Sally Poole. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Albany, Oregon. And today I'm going to be using the cracker and treat box dies that just retired. I'm sure many of you have them. And I'm going to make something different than the normal cracker box that you see with this die. This was made with actually cutting two of those dies out and gluing them together. So I will show you how I did that, show you the candy that I put inside. I am actually having a crafting get-together coming up in a few days, and so I thought that I would make these as a fun treat gift for each of the participants. I'll have these at each of their spots. So let's get started with this, and I'll show you how I did it. This is what you're going to need. I will have a PDF as always. You can find it down below in the description box. There is a link to my blog, and that PDF will be over on my blog. I actually did cut these circles out with one of my old favorite dies. This is from the Layering Circles Framelits. I did find that if you have the 2 3/8 inch circle punch, it is very close to the same size, so that might be easier. Also, I cut a piece of ribbon that's 17 to 18 inches. If you're really good with your bows and tails and stuff, you probably don't need it quite that long. So let's move some of this stuff off to the side, and I'll show you how I put this together. So I've already cut one of these pieces of DSP with the cracker box dies, and we'll do the second one. You'll notice that this does have a pattern to it, so you want to keep that in mind when you're cutting things out and putting the pieces together. So let's grab our Stampin', I can't ever remember what it's called, Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We are going to use our base plate 1, a plate 2, a plate 3, and I'm going to take my Designer Series paper piece, and I'm actually going to try to get it straight, and I'm going to try to stick it down a little bit. My plate is kind of bowed, so the paper tends to want to, or the die tends to want to pop up off the paper. So we'll add our second plate 3, and we'll run that through the machine. Just unstuck my grid paper again. So now we're going to be all out of order. Hopefully I can kind of get that straight and the whole video won't be off kiltered. So this is what you're left with out of the 5x6 piece of Designer Series paper. You'll have this little tiny edge, so there's not a lot of waste. And you'll also have all of these fun little diamond pieces that got cut out. I do have I'll show you all the ones that I made, but I do have this bag full of all the extra pieces that I cut out. Thinking that I will make some kind of a project with them at some point. Okay, so let me grab my chair and my glue. And we'll put this together. So first of all, I'm going to take, there's lots of little score lines on here, and I'm going to fold it on this score line near the top, but it's not the first one. And you want to be careful that you don't crack your paper. And I'm going to turn it over, fold the bottom ones. And I'm not using my bone folder because I don't want to put a whole bunch of pressure on it. Now I'm going to fold on each of these score lines. Okay, so there's that one. Now we're going to do the same thing for the second piece. And there goes Willow. So I think you might be surprised when you see, excuse me, the amount of goodies that I've put inside of these. Now I'm going to grab my little scissors and I'm going to cut right up the center of these diamonds on the bottom. There's also a little score line there that you can cut along. It doesn't have to be perfect. These are just going to be folded in, and we're going to glue the circle to that to make the bottom. So now we'll cut the second piece on the little score line, making sure that we're doing it on the bottom of the piece since this is directional paper. Okay, so now we've got our two pieces. Now I'm going to take my glue. I'm going to use my Tombow green glue, and I'm going to put glue on this first end piece. If I can get it to come out of the bottle. And then I'm going to line up this other piece just right over the top of that. Try to match all the lines and edges and curves. I think this is the best place to match it up. Give that a little press. Then I'm going to put glue on this one, which is actually the same end piece. And I'm going to bring, let's try to push that back a little bit. I'm going to bring this into a circle and lay that on top of the piece with the glue. Line it up. Give that a good press. Hold it down for a second. You know what? I forgot to bring one handy dandy item that I need for this. Just a second. Sorry about that. I've been cleaning for my party and I put it away. So I have just this plastic condiment bottle that I got from Amazon. So check around in your kitchen and see if you've got anything like this, because I will show you that it does help a lot. So I'm going to fold these little bottom pieces down a little bit, and then I'm going to put just a little, I'm going to use this. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on each one of these little tabs. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. Now let me stand up, and I'm going to grab one of my circle pieces. Can you see the glue? So this, if I would have been totally crazy about it, I would have found some kind of a circle piece that would fit around here. Because since this isn't perfectly round, it wants to bend and move and poke out in weird places. So let's set our circle on the little glued tabs, and then you're going to have to kind of rearrange, push on certain pieces to try to get some sort of a circle-ish look here. So that's pretty good. I'm going to hold that just for a few seconds. So there is our bottom glued down. Then I'm going to take my second circle, and I'm going to put glue on the back of it. And I'm going to just gently poke it down in there and flip it over so the glue is down against the paper. I'm going to take my bottle again, push that down in there. You could also take your glue bottle, the bottom of your glue bottle, and kind of work that around in here too. So there we've got our bottom glued down. And now we're going to fold these little top pieces, and you'll see that it actually makes a cute little star shape. All right, let me grab my chair again. So what I have put in these is, I bought one of these Reese's miniature cups. This is 2 pounds 6 ounces. I think all of these miniature cups are the same size. So you're going to have to go through here and do a quality control check, since you're giving these to your best buds and friends. So I see 2 right here that aren't going to pass the quality control check. So you know what's going to happen to these poor peanut butter cups. So I'm going to take one of these and drop it down in here on its bottom, top up. Take another one, drop it in there, put another one in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I've got 3 down in there now. And then I'm going to put 3 more on top of the first 3. So now we've got 6 peanut butter cups. And I'm also going to add 2 of these York peppermint patty envelopes. So they all fit right in there. There's actually a little bit of room left. So now I am going to take my ribbon and tie my little tag on there. And let me tell you about my tag. My instructions say that you need a scrap of basic white, but what I ended up doing was I stamped a bunch of different little stamps that I have on the paper, and I really didn't like how anything looked. So I just did a few different things on my computer. I did Hello Friend, Let's Craft, and Enjoy Today. And I cut that out with a die from the Stitched So Sweetly dies, this one. And then this little star is from the Cracker and Treat Box pack. So I cut a little star out of the top, and that's what I'm going to thread my ribbon through. So let's take our ribbon, and most of these that I had that had any kind of an orange color, I used my Pale Papaya ribbon, and it seems to look really nice on these. So I am going to wrap this around here. And you know, I am not a good bow tire whatsoever. I always use my little wooden cheater thing. So I'm not going to pull this too tight, but I kind of want to see that little star shape. And I'm going to pull these tails to the back. And I'm going to take my reverse tweezers and grab a hold of where the ribbon crosses itself. And I'm going to make my little rabbit ears. And pull that through and make a bow. And then of course I have to fiddle with it forever. I don't know about you. So I'm going to take my tweezers off. Give these a little, I want to make it kind of snug, and I don't want the bow huge. So there is our bow. So now here's a little trick. You probably thought I forgot to put this on here. If you take your two tails and you can poke them through the little star that got cut, and then take one of your ears. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'll try it this way. Take one of the ears and poke it through. And then take the other ear and poke it through. You might need to grab some tweezers. So can you see everything of that bow is coming through that little star hole that we punched? Pull on your ears and your sentiment will be locked behind that bow. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now I am going to, let me grab my good scissors. Just going to cut the ends of these tails off. And there we have a cute little treat box with all kinds of goodies in it. So you could also, if you wanted to stamp other things on here in colors and match things, I did a lot of these, so I really didn't want to do that. Or you could put a gem or two on here if you wanted. That might be fun. So let me show you. I'm going to quickly go through some of the papers that I used. And I did use older retired papers. Every one of these is different. I did not use the same one twice. And I guess I could leave these in the picture. There are 20 of them. I love the one with the strawberries. And then there's this. You probably remember this paper. Here's one with the larger strawberries. So anyway, this can give you an idea of what you can do with these. And also, if you do these crafting events and you hand out prizes, you could also put something on the back of the tag, and then, you know, when everybody is crafting away, you could say, prize alert, everybody look at the back of your tag on your treat box, and then you could have a sticker or a gem or write winner on there or something, and then that person would win the prize. Let me run around here and get these other ones. They are too far away for me to reach. And there's just a few more. I like this one too with the poppies. And there's the hydrangea paper, so pretty. Daffodils. And then another one with peaches, which is different than the one that we just did. So let me know what you think about these. I think they're adorable, and I like the fact that you can get that much candy in there. I think that's awesome. So like I said, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. If you're getting anything out of my videos, please hit the like button, share them with your friends and families, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. It does help me grow my channel. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed this project, and I will see you next time. Thanks.